Hello, we're at a wedding right now, me and my sister, and we are gonna do my anatomical structures videos before the wedding starts. So let's do it. We're gonna start with the ulna. First we have the ulna, which is the bone that runs here on the medial side of the arm in anatomical position on the pinky side. The head of the ulna is going to be this bony landmark right here, and the styloid process is gonna be right here, on the tip of the ulna. And then the radius is next. It's gonna be on the thumb side, lateral while you're in anatomical position, running down the forearm. The styloid process of the radius is going to be the tip of it right here where it meets the wrist, and then the head is gonna be a bony landmark right here, not as defined on Elizabeth. The anatomical snuff box is going to be right in here. You can see it. The scaphoid is going to be one of the wrist bones. It's going to be just under the thumb, running right in here. It's going to be hard to see exactly. Right here. Carpal tunnel is going to be running right where the wrist starts, where the forearm meets the wrist. And the carpal bones, we have 8 of them on each wrist. They're going to be running right in here, kind of lined up with the scaphoid, and then a row right up of them. Next, we're going to talk about the metacarpal bones, which run all the way here. You have 5 of them, one on your thumb as well, and then you're going to hit all 5 of your phalanges. All right, now we're moving on to the forearm muscles and their actions, starting with the extensor carpi radialis longus, which runs right here on the radial side, down to the wrist. Its actions are extending the wrist and abducts the hand, which moves the hand towards the thumb sign. It also helps stabilize the wrist during finger flexion. Next is the extensor carpi radialis brevis, which runs here. It works along with the extensor carpi radialis longus, and its actions are extending the wrist and assisting in abduction of the hand. And again, the radialis longus and brevis work together to perform similar actions. The extensor digitorum runs here down the middle of the forearm, and then it actually extends to the fingers, so it'll come out here, and that primarily moves digits 2 through 5 and also extends the wrist. It's also responsible for straightening the fingers after they've been flexed. Next is the extensor carpi ulnaris, which we can see runs by the ulna down here into the wrist. The extensor carpi ulnaris extends and adducts the wrist, which is moving the hand towards your pinky finger, and it works with the flexor carpi ulnaris for ulnar deviation. Next, we're going to move on to the flexor carpi radialis, which is going to start here, cross over the forearm, and have another insertion right here by the thumb. Its actions are to flex the wrist and abducts the hand towards the thumb side. It also assists with forearm flexion and stabilizes the wrist during gripping. Next is the palmaris longus, which is going to insert here, kind of spread across the palm like this. And this is going to flex the wrist and tense the palmar fascia. It also is absent in some people, so some people actually do not have their palmaris longus. Last is the flexor carpi ulnaris, which is going to insert very similar spot as the last 2 flexors and run down the ulnar side of the forearm onto the wrist. And it flexes and adducts the wrist, and it also works with the extensor carpi ulnaris for ulnar deviation.